Hello everybody and welcome to SnackTube. That's right, it's another pot noodle review, which means we're going to have another pot noodle sandwich. And what tasty pot noodle flavour have we got today? Well, it's pot noodle Chinese chow mein flavour. Have good fortune in 4 minutes. So this is one I can't remember if I've ever actually had it before. It's possible I've had it years and years ago when I've just tried some pot noodles to see what the different flavours are like, but it's been so long I can't remember what it tastes like, and it's definitely been probably a decade at least since I've had a Chinese chow mein pot noodle. So I want to try it and see what it's like, and we'll see if it makes for a good pot noodle sandwich. Now, we've got quite a lot of glare here, which is a bit odd. I don't know if it's just because this door is closed. I need to open the door. That'll help a little bit. No, not at all. It's very sunny behind me. I don't know, it's cinematic, don't you think? Like we're in space, like a space movie? I don't know. Anyway, Chinese chow mein pot noodle. Tried a few other pot noodles on the channel, quite a few of them actually, and we're making pot noodle sandwiches as we go. So let's see if this one will make the ultimate pot noodle sandwich. So it is a pot noodle. There's nothing too much to say about it. Everyone knows what a pot noodle's like. My favourite, of course, is the chicken and mushroom, and I will try that on the channel eventually. I just want to, because I want to find out if that makes a good sandwich, because I don't normally do pot noodle sandwiches. Only when I've recorded these videos, to be honest. So that's my favourite pot noodle. I'm curious to see if it will make for a good sandwich. So there's your lid. Obviously, you do this as you do every other pot noodle. Put the water in, stir it a little bit, give it 2 minutes, stir it again, give it another 2 minutes. And of course you get a sachet of sauce, and this one comes with soy sauce. It's chow mein after all, so that does make sense. So I wonder what little bits and pieces of information we've got on the things. Fortune favours the bold, so be bold. Let fortune smile on you. Smile back. www.potnoodle.com. It's got the usual stuff on it. No artificial colours, no artificial preservatives. It is vegetarian, so it's not vegan apparently. I don't know. Let me see if we can see the ingredients where there's may contain milk, egg, celery, and mustard. Interesting. So a lot of your other pot noodles are actually vegan and not just vegetarian. So that's a weird one. You wouldn't think that's because it's just chow mein. It's not chicken chow mein or anything. Interesting. Maybe it just matters on where it's made in the factory or something. So nutritional information. I imagine this is much the same as any other pot noodle. Per pot, 430 calories. Fat, 17 grams, of which 8.5 grams of saturates. It's almost half your saturates in a pot noodle, which is bloody ridiculous. 58 grams of carbs, 3.7 grams of sugar, 4.3 grams of fibre, 9.8 grams of protein, and 1.8 grams of salt. So it's a good chunk of your salt. It's like 30% of your salt for the day. So ultimately, this isn't very good for you, but as part of a balanced diet, I suppose they're okay. Not that I have one of those. Yeah, right, let's do it. Let's give the pot noodle Chinese chow mein flavour the old taste test then, shall we? I feel like this one's a bit more watery than the other pot noodles I've had. And I did fill it up to the fill line, just as it says to do. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think I've ever seen a chow mein with peas in it. It's very boring, I have to say. I mean, chow mein is probably one of the most boring Chinese things you can get. Unless you get it with all the gravy and and prawns and stuff through it. It can be quite boring. This is very boring. Very, very boring. There's not a lot of flavour to it. It's quite close to the beef and tomato one. There's no tomato. It's got a similar flavour to the beef one. It's hard to describe the flavour because there's not a lot of it. It's, maybe I'm only thinking it's closer to the beef one because it's got peas in it. I don't know. But it doesn't really taste of much. Does it taste of the soy sauce? Not really. slight sweetness to it. Yeah, it's very, very bland. Very boring. Excuse me, noodle down the wrong pipe there. But, as is customary, we've got to make the old pot noodle sandwich, so... Oh, I got a noodle stuck in my throat. Oh, right, so let's get some noodles on our bread. I get the feeling this one isn't gonna be the best. And I'm using the end piece out of the bread for this because I feel like each time I've had a pot noodle sandwich so far, it tends to soak through the bread, make it a bit mushy, which, you know, is okay, but I think if I use the end piece, that'll work out a lot sturdier. I think that'll be better. So here we go, got our layer of noodles, and put the lid on. Well, that noodle down the throat is definitely still affecting me. Alright, let's do it. Chow mein, Chinese chow mein pot noodle sandwich. Let's do it. Let's give it the old taste test, eh? Liquid's going everywhere. Bitten off the two corners, and that was kind of all crust, so let's bite off this bit. Using the end piece definitely makes a difference, because that's not just dissolving in my hands now, it's kind of staying together. You know what? Despite that pot noodle being pretty bland, that really works as a sandwich. You know, I think getting a bit of the butter in there and the bread, it really works. It's like, it's almost basically just like a meaty flavoury, sort of a meaty flavour. That works. That actually works quite well as a pot noodle sandwich. I don't know why, just because it's bland and it's not too flavourful. I guess, I don't know what it is, but that works. I would say that actually works better as a sandwich than it does as just a pot noodle. So, if you've got the Chinese chow mein one, definitely turn that one into a sandwich, because that works quite well. It's nice. I'll definitely finish it. Well, that'll do for today. That was the Chinese chow mein pot noodle. Let me know in the comments which flavour of pot noodle you would like me to try next, and I'll see what I can do. And yeah, I've got quite a few different videos of pot noodles on the channel, so you can probably find them by going on the channel and searching for pot noodle, or just in the normal search bar type pot noodle snack tube and it'll probably come up. But yeah, that's the Chinese chow mein pot noodle. Boring pot noodle, but ultimately quite a good sandwich. Well, thanks very much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the wee bell to get notifications anytime a new video comes out. And yeah, go on the channel, have yourselves a snack tube marathon. Look in my description, there's a link to my TikTok on there. I review different stuff on that, so definitely worth checking out. And yeah, I hope to see you guys next time. I will catch you then. Love you later. Bye.